Archangel Michael says, "Be silent no longer, for heaven is moving in your favor while your enemies are crumbling in places you cannot see." The ones who thought they buried you with false words, with fake love, and with cruel gossip, are now waking up in fear. Their hands are trembling, their health is declining, and the sickness they sent toward you is now surrounding them like smoke in a locked room. They thought your silence meant weakness, but your silence was protection. The universe, with divine instruction, is letting them feel every ounce of pain they caused you, but multiplied. What they mocked you for, they are now facing in terrifying waves. Some of them feel sudden weakness in their bodies, and it cannot be explained by doctors. They cough in the night, sweat in their beds, and see things in the dark they can't describe. The energy they tried to break in you is the very force now shaking their bones. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A woman who smiled in your face but destroyed you behind your back now wakes up afraid to look in the mirror. A man who laughed when you cried now hides his shame behind silence and sickness. These people, once proud, are now small in the presence of divine judgment. They underestimated who you are. You are not ordinary, and the universe does not treat divine souls with indifference. The force that protects you is now disrupting their peace, every hour, every day. You may not hear their cries, but heaven hears everything. Archangel Michael says, "Their punishment is not for show, it is exact, and it is real." Those who insulted your glow are now losing their own light. Type Amen to get blessing 747. One of them is losing sleep. They cannot eat the way they used to. Food turns in their stomach like guilt in the heart. You never fought back, but your blessings are your vengeance. Their dirty mouths poisoned themselves before it ever reached you. They cursed your name, but now their names are being whispered in rooms of worry. Some are secretly visiting temples, spiritual places, asking for reversal, but it's too late. The energy has already moved, and divine punishment is flowing. Even their families are starting to notice something is wrong. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They look in the mirror and feel their skin burning, because truth cannot be hidden under layers of lies. Their karma is loud now, it's screaming through every muscle in their body. Some are being haunted by the very thoughts they tried to place inside your mind. Their homes are no longer peaceful. Shadows move. Whispers echo. Doors creak for no reason. Because what they sent out into the universe is coming back into their rooms. A woman who spread false words about your character is now losing her voice. She coughs, chokes on air, and feels pressure in her throat at night. Divine justice is poetic, and it does not miss its mark. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You did not need revenge, because God was already watching. The angels assigned to you stood silently beside you when you were broken. Now, they are moving with strength. Archangel Michael says, they should have been careful. They thought harming you was a game, but the battlefield was never yours, it was divine. Their dirty intentions are now staining their own lives. Everything they tried to block from you is being given to you double. Every delay is now a divine setup for a higher blessing. While they fall sick with fear, you rise with favor. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Even those who smiled when you were crying are beginning to understand they were wrong. They used you for their gain and left you in moments of pain, but now they're being abandoned. What they made fun of, they are now begging for. One of them who faked friendship is now waking up every day with unexplained pain. Their feet can't walk straight, and their head feels heavy. Their own body is turning against them. You may not wish them harm, but truth is not always gentle. The justice of the divine is fair, not soft. Every word spoken against you is returning in the form of sleepless nights and shaky hands. Type Amen to get blessing 559. Your energy was pure, but they treated you like you were beneath them. Now, your glow is increasing, and their health is declining. What they laughed about yesterday is the same thing they cry about today. They are avoiding people. Their phones are silent. They can't show their faces in places where once they stood with arrogance. God has not forgotten what was done to you. Archangel Michael says, it's time they feel the weight of their actions. And that weight is now pressing on their shoulders like a mountain they cannot move. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Some of them are trying to shift blame. But it is not working. The light of truth follows them into every corner they hide in. They hear your name now and freeze. Their bodies react. They sense that something is watching them, and it is not human. This isn't just sickness of the flesh. It's sickness of spirit. The lies they lived by are collapsing around them, brick by brick. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The mask they wore is slipping off. Even their closest companions are seeing their real face. You, the one they hurt, are now rising in reputation. Strangers are speaking well of you. Opportunities are opening. Doors are swinging wide, and their envy is choking them silently. Someone who wished you to be jobless is now getting emails of rejection. Someone who hoped for your heartbreak is now being ghosted and used. The balance has shifted in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 999. A family member who disrespected you without cause is now seeing problems multiply. They thought you were weak, but you were protected. Now, they are calling on help that won't come. The same mouth that disrespected you is now crying into pillows. Their health is not what it was, and the doctors are confused. Because this is not just illness, it is divine judgment. You are moving forward with grace, and they are stuck in a cycle of confusion and regret. Some of them are even trying to apologize in their hearts, but the timing is too late. They planted poison and expected peace. Type Amen to get blessing 252. Even their dreams are no longer peaceful. They see you rising. They see you smiling. And in the dream world, they hear their own screams echo back to them. God is bringing your name to high places. You're being recognized beyond your imagination. Their attempts to dim your light have only made it brighter. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. The divine has reversed every curse into a crown. The sick ones now are the same ones who laughed at your tears. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Archangel Michael says, do not gloat, only grow. Do not fall to their level, only rise. Let their regret be their teacher. They will remember what they did to you for the rest of their lives. And you will remember how you survived it all without revenge. That is your power. Continue to walk in silence, but hold your head high. Because even the sky is opening new paths for you. And those who harmed you are now coughing in rooms full of darkness they created. Type Amen to get blessing 117. The wind has shifted. You are being restored in public. They are being removed in private. Your time of mourning is over. Their time of regret is only beginning. You are chosen. And no sickness formed against you can touch you. But the sickness they formed for you will stay in their own homes. This is justice. Type Amen to get blessing 700. More blessings are arriving. The timeline is speeding up. And their energy cannot stop your breakthrough. One of them is bedridden with symptoms that won't heal. Because you were their lesson, and they failed the test. But you passed yours. You will see the difference in your life versus theirs. Your glow, your clarity, your strength, it's all returning. While they stare at your back, trying to understand how they lost everything. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Stand tall, beloved. The people who harmed you are walking with shadows. You are walking with light. Even now, someone who tried to ruin you is begging a higher power for mercy. But what you give to the universe returns. And they gave you pain. So now, they live in it. And you? You rise. With purpose. With power. With peace. Type Amen to get blessing 431. You have crossed the fire. You have touched the edge of pain and didn't fall. And now you will be rewarded beyond measure. Because they attacked the wrong one. They attacked someone covered in divine armor. And now, that mistake is costing them their health, their peace, and their pride. Their dirty hands are stained. Their dirty plans are failing. Their dirty intentions are making them sick. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They are now trapped in cycles they created. Nothing they touch is succeeding. The energy they projected is now surrounding them, and it's closing in fast. People who used to support them are slowly backing away. Whispers are spreading about their sudden downfall. Their reputation, once shiny, is now scratched with the truth. They feel watched, even when alone. They sense something behind them, something they can't shake off. That's not paranoia, it's the weight of their own actions returning like a shadow with eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Archangel Michael says, no matter how much they pretend nothing's wrong, their spirit is crumbling inside. They are not who they were before they touched you with harm. Divine fire changes everything. One of them cannot sleep past 2 a.m. They keep hearing your voice in dreams, calm, strong, rising. Because their soul remembers what their mouth denied. Somebody who mocked your clothes is now seeing their finances disappear. They tried to embarrass you, but now their own mirror shows them a face of regret. You stayed silent, and heaven spoke louder. A woman who spread lies about your family now sees sickness in hers. Her hands shake when she tries to post fake smiles online. Because the truth sits in her home like a fog she cannot clean. Type Amen to get blessing 644. They are searching for ways to reverse the energy, but the only path was through honesty, and they refused it. Their sickness grows because their soul remains dirty. No cleanse can remove what their pride protected. You will notice their eyes look tired now. The sparkle is gone. Because their spirit is bearing the burden of karma. Let them learn through this. Let them feel every echo of pain they tried to cast on you. Archangel Michael says, "You are not the victim anymore, you are the evidence of divine protection. And those who attacked you are now the example of divine judgment. Their lessons are public, even if their tears are private. Nothing escapes spiritual balance." Type Amen to get blessing 10004. They are afraid now. Every message they receive feels like another sign that something worse is coming. They walk slower, speak quieter, and glance over their shoulders. You are rising in strength. Everything they delayed for you is now coming faster than expected. Their delay became your setup. The time you spent suffering has now transformed into divine acceleration. Money is coming. Peace is flowing. Healing is surrounding you like a coat of armor. And while you gain, they wither. That's the balance of divine law. That's what happens when you're favored. Type Amen to get blessing 1234. A relative who insulted your choices is now stuck in endless problems. They don't understand why every plan fails. But you know, they broke your spirit, and now they face broken patterns. You are not bitter, you are better. And your growth will be your answer. Their judgment will be their silence. Archangel Michael says, their sickness is their warning. If they had chosen love, they would have known peace. But they chose dirt, and now, dirt surrounds them. Everything they threw at you was caught by heaven and sent back with fire. They cannot escape it. They cannot erase it. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They will try to act normal in front of others. But behind closed doors, they break. They cry. They question. And they know exactly why it's happening. You were their mirror. You reflected what they hated in themselves. So they tried to attack you instead of healing. And now, their body screams the truth. Their back aches. Their breath shortens. Their reflection frightens them. You don't have to say a word. Their sickness is the voice of the truth. And that truth is justice. Type Amen to get blessing 3311. Their fake confidence is falling apart. What they built through deception is being blown away like dust. Because truth doesn't need to shout, it just needs to stand. You have stood long enough. Now it's your time to soar. Their attacks made you stronger, and their karma made you safer. Let them see you shine. Let them witness your glow increase while their shadow deepens. This is the moment of reversal. They didn't expect it. But it's here. And now, they must deal with what they started. Type Amen to get blessing 755. A man who plotted against your finances now finds himself begging for financial help. He used manipulation, and now he's experiencing isolation. This is the mirror he tried to avoid. Your silence was your protection. Your patience was your shield. And now your peace is your reward. Keep moving. Don't turn back. Their sickness will not touch you. Their downfall will not delay you. The fire meant to burn you is now lighting your path. And the ashes they intended for you will cover their own names. Type Amen to get blessing 2112. Their mouths are dry. Their limbs are heavy. Their minds are cloudy. Because when you attack someone covered by divine grace, the backlash is unbearable. They laughed when you were down. But now they can't look up. Because shame wraps around them like a heavy cloak. You are walking into rooms where your name is already respected. Your light arrives before you speak. That's how powerful your protection is. Archangel Michael says, continue in peace. Let heaven handle the rest. You have already won. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They wanted you to beg. But now they are the ones silently pleading for relief. They attacked your spirit, but it is their body that breaks. And no one believes their excuses anymore. Because their actions spoke louder than their apologies. And their sickness speaks louder than their silence. This is the final stage of their downfall. They feel every moment of regret now. And you? You walk forward, untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You were never weak. You were chosen. You were tested, and you passed. Their dirty plans are now their prison. Every lie is a link in the chain that binds them. Every insult is a weight they can't lift. So let them feel what they created. Your hands are clean. Your soul is free. Their sickness is not random. It is reflection. It is divine exposure. And it is only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 2025. They are trying to smile, but it's only a mask. Behind it is fear, regret, and a slow-burning sickness they can't explain. Even their laughter sounds different now, it's hollow, forced, cracked. They thought the damage was done, that you'd be destroyed and forgotten. But now it's them waking up with heavy heads and aching chests. The darkness they sent has turned back around and found their address. One of them hears footsteps in the hallway at night, but no one is there. They feel watched. And it's not paranoia, it's judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. You are walking into peace while they walk into pressure. You're rising into favor while they fall into fatigue. Because you were wrapped in divine light while they were drenched in ego. The divine realm never forgot. What they did in private is now manifesting in public. They thought they were clever, but truth has always had the final word. Archangel Michael says, do not even waste a single breath on their downfall. It's already written. It's already begun. Their health was their pride. Now, it's their prison. Their strength was their mask. Now, it's slipping. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You stayed calm while they stirred chaos. You stayed pure while they threw dirt. And now that very dirt is covering their life. They blamed you. They lied about you. And now they're gasping through nights, tossing in beds, wishing they could turn back time. Even the people who once believed them now see through their performance. Because you stayed true, and their sickness is exposing their soul. Let them learn. Let them suffer the same silence they gave you when you cried. You didn't deserve the pain, but they deserve the consequences. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. One of them who said you were too emotional now can't control their own feelings. They break down over small things. Because their guilt is choking their joy. They watch your success from a distance now. They see you smiling in real peace. And it bothers them more than any punishment ever could. They can't copy your glow. Because that glow came from fire, pain, and divine love. It cannot be faked. They are watching, regretting, and sick with realization. Their body is reacting to their soul's shame. Type Amen to get blessing 878. This is the season where you receive without begging. And they fall without understanding why. But you know why. You planted kindness, and now you reap blessings. They planted hate, and now they're choking on the roots of their own actions. Some of them don't even remember what they said about you. But their body does. The soul keeps perfect records. Archangel Michael says, the harvest season has come. And the reapers are working. Their name is being buried while yours is being lifted. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Even as they try to cover it up, they know something is wrong. The doctor says it's stress. But deep inside, they know, it's divine consequence. They avoided you when you needed support. Now, no one picks up their calls. Their loneliness is louder than ever. You were meant to be honored. They chose to dishonor you. And now the honor they sought is being stripped from them. One of them is losing hair, sleep, and strength. They thought hurting you would give them power. But it has only taken everything from them. Type Amen to get blessing 121. They sit in silence now, not because they want to meditate, but because they're terrified to speak. Their words once harmed, now they fear what their words will attract. Their house feels heavier. Their mornings are darker. Their mirror is colder. Because when you attack light, you invite darkness. And they are surrounded by what they called upon. But they didn't expect it to come for them. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You have passed the test. Your season of pain is closing. You are now walking into divine upgrade. What was taken will be returned. What was delayed will be released. What was hidden will be revealed. And as your joy rises, so does their discomfort. They see you on screens. They hear your name in rooms they never imagined. They feel like their sickness is a mystery, but it's not. It's a mirror. A reflection of how they treated you. Type Amen to get blessing 9009. Let them cry behind the curtain. Let them hide behind the masks. Their karma is alive. You have walked the valley, now you will dance on the mountain. They tried to hold you down, and now gravity is pulling them into the pit they dug. Some are trying to blame others now. But the divine knows who did what. The energy is exact. The judgment is precise. Archangel Michael says, you will not lift a hand, only your eyes, to see their fall. You will not lift a voice, only your head, in pride. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You have crossed the storm. And your silence is now your success. Your pain has transformed into proof. They cannot fake peace. They cannot fake purity. And now their sickness is teaching them what their soul refused to hear. One of them who said you'd never be anything is now struggling to hold on to everything. And you? You're walking into places their words could never reach. You were born for more. And their envy was the proof. Their downfall is the prophecy unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. Let this be the final chapter. Do not look back. The energy is correcting itself. They are learning lessons without mercy. You are gaining rewards without begging. That is divine balance. They burned bridges. You built foundations. And now, your house is rising while theirs is falling. This is not revenge. This is order. This is not hate. This is truth. Divine truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2222.